What are the lies we all hear about motivation? Is it that you have to feel motivated before you start your big project? Or that you stopped halfway because you no longer felt motivated? Maybe you always thought that self-motivation is the source of getting things done. But all of those beliefs are all part of one big motivation myth. There are many great lessons from this book, but I chose the top 3 that I felt were the most important or unique. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll see motivation in a different light. Let's start with the most crucial lesson. Motivation is a result. A lot of us believe that motivation should come before we start taking action. For this type of motivation, if you manage to get past just talking about what you're going to do and doing it, you'll find that it never lasts. In the author's words, a burst of motivation is like a sugar rush. It feels great, but it's impossible to maintain. And when it comes down, you actually feel worse. Inspirational quotes, speeches, videos, and moments will never supply lasting motivation. There's only one recipe for gaining lasting motivation: success. If you want to feel motivated, you need to develop a mindset of enjoying small victories and successes. If you did what you set out to do today, you're a winner, and positive dopamine will help give you the push to continue doing more. It's a self-reinforcing loop of success leads to motivation, which leads to more success, which leads to more motivation, and so on. Only by starting and doing will you ever find lasting motivation, which leads us to the next big lesson. Set your goal, determine your process, and then forget your goal. This is similar to what I discussed in one of my previous videos about the habit loop. Only the author uses the word process, and I use the word system. For the sake of consistency, I'll use process for this video since the author uses it. Anyways, forgetting your goal is a bit extreme to say, but the reason for this is that you don't want to constantly compare yourself to where you are now to your end goal, because you'll always feel bad and not good enough. Being in a constant state of negativity won't help you maintain your energy, and that's why he says to forget your goal and only think about the process. This way, you can fully enjoy your small victories and cause the loop of success and motivation. In the end, success is dependent on your process. When you consistently do the right things, success is inevitable. This is why it's so important to make habitual routines and constantly refine them. Your process is the foundation for your success. You build it, learn to trust it, and eventually it becomes part of your identity. It's just what you do. And if you're the type of person who thinks you don't have the willpower or determination like other people do, you're missing the essence of what a process is. People who have a strong process have found ways to make decisions that don't require willpower and determination. The trait that you really need for your process is grit, the ability to persevere and keep going even if you're scared, tired, or things are going wrong. Mental toughness is the foundation for long-term success. I'll talk a little more about setting up a strong process after the final lesson. Be a serial achiever, which means to be good at more than one thing. The author realizes that this goes against the conventional wisdom of focus on one thing and specialize, but brings up some good points. Unless you want to become world-class in that one skill, perfection is not necessary. Generalists trump specialists in today's professional landscape. Change occurs quickly. Skills that are valued today are obsolete tomorrow. When specific knowledge is more and more a commodity, and it is because information is more widely available than ever, the people who can synthesize and blend and apply a broad base of skills to a variety of functions and problems are the people who are most valued. Jeff still believes that you should focus on one added side at a time, using 5 to 7 year periods to accomplish one big goal, then the next, and then the next. That is what a serial achiever is. For some reason, people believe that if you're a serial achiever, you're probably not particularly successful with any of your pursuits. They think that this person must not be good enough to specialize if he or she is doing all these different things. To most people, professional specialization indicates accomplishment and success, when in fact, the opposite is true. You, me, all of us, we're too good to specialize. None of us should just be one thing. Benefits to this approach include greater increased happiness in pursuing something personal, having a fallback in case something happens to your main skill, and meeting other people in different settings than the norm. I actually also made a video about this topic in particular called Why You Should Not Focus Only on One Thing, if you want to check it out. Overall, I highly recommend this book. Ironically, even though this book is debunking things about motivation, it's actually very motivating to read. It has a lot of similar ideas from 4-Hour Workweek, as well as how to fail at almost everything and still win big, but offers a unique motivation angle. I'd say it's still worth the read even if you have read those other books. One of the main takeaways from this book is that if you want to succeed, you need to build and reiterate on your process. The question then becomes, how do you build that process? I made a video discussing the 4 elements you should have when building your system. It's on my new website, which I'll link in the description. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.